enough about the negativity.
Cuckoo.
Let's move on to the personal FGC resolutions. So let's end this in a more positive note.
Yeah, all right. What do you got? What's your number one?
Oh, number 3.
Or number 3 we'll start
Number
with.
3, right. Actually, let's just do personal resolution. Or real Tuyuan. Jeez, I can't type.
What are you doing?
I am not typing this. I'm spelling this very badly. Okay. So number 3 for my resolutions is kind of a continuation of my last resolution, my number 1 resolution last year, which is just to play fighting games. Because in 2016 and 2015, I really didn't play very many fighting games.
Indeed.
Honestly, I did. Basically, once I stopped playing Street Fighter 4 AE because I got mad at that game, I basically stopped playing fighting games a lot. Right?
You know, you and I play here and there.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
But this last year, I played a lot.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Injustice. I played a lot of Tekken. I played a lot of Street Fighter 5. I've played a lot of Guilty Gear. And it's just going to get even more rough this next year, but I'm not going to stop. I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. I do not want to end it because it's been fun to reacquaint myself with the games and to just to be in that point again. And it's really interesting, too, because, man, I suck now. Like, that break that I did not play, I hurt a lot because I am bad at fighting games right now, and it's frustrating. I almost put myself as one of the worst of 2017.
Oh, fair enough.
Because I've been playing so bad. But it's like I said, the hard part is that I know at one point I was a strong player, and you can't see it right now, right? Yeah. But that makes it that much harder for me to play. Because
I get it.
When I'm playing Manat on my 3rd day and I'm getting bodied, I'm like, God, I suck. But really, it's my 3rd day playing a really awkward character who takes a lot of time to learn. And I'm already like, oh, I should be amazing with this. Dude, I'm supposed to be garbage with this character.
It takes a while.
And it's hard for me to accept that because I used to be the guy who would just pick up a fighting game and I'd be like, oh, I know what I'm doing and kill everybody. And it's just not like that. Also because just the pool of talent is that much better. Like Silver today is probably like top online player from back in like CVS 2 days if there was an online. You know what I mean? It's such a different world out there. And I just got to keep playing. I just want to see if I can keep my skills sharpened up and just get myself, stronger as a player.
I think that sounds awesome, man.
So keep playing.
My number 1 is to be more focused.
Number 3, right?
I'm sorry, my first one, 3rd place.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is to be more focused with how I use gaming time. I'm very haphazard with it. I find that I overdo it sometimes. Working from home and working for myself means that I can work whenever and play video games whenever. Sometimes I do a lot more the second than I should.
Right.
So what I want to do is to limit it more, but also to be, like I said, more focused about it. That is to say, probably shouldn't play Civ like every single day because that's time I should be playing. I mean, you got to play other games too. At least I have to also. It can't be one thing for me, but it should be more fighting games, things that are fun, I enjoy, but also that are useful to me in commentary and in sort of the scene that I hang out with.
Right.
So I didn't do a very good job of that last year. I felt like I gave up WoW, which was a big part of it. And I literally think about that game every day, unprovoked. It literally pops into my head. I wonder what's going on over here.
I'd be the same way if I stopped playing FFRK. Like that's my WoW right now.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, I'm like.
I did give it up. So I'm working on it, but I got a lot more to do. I didn't play Street Fighter 5 very much in the second half of the last. Well, that's not true. I played almost none of it since Injustice 2 came out. Right. Then when Abigail came out, I played a crap load of it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
played a lot of it. And then my PSN account got hacked.
Oh,
I don't know if I ever told you about this. But my PSN account got hacked in like September or October, more or less.
I think you mentioned this. Yeah.
And so I had to start a new guy on the PSN. And I didn't play Street Fighter 5 until like 2 days ago. During that whole time. And so I decided, all right, fine, I'm going to get back into this thing. So I had to start out at like 600,000 place, right? Like, I'm starting from absolutely nothing.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, I had 46 wins in a row, and then I lost once, and then now I'm in gold in like 2 days. So
it's funny, too, because...
I don't have any of the DLC.
I played Monat 3 times online, like maybe 2 weeks before Capcom Cup. Previous to that, I had not played Street Fighter V online for 6 months. Like, I had just been playing everything else. So that's even more reason why it's stupid for me to even think that I should still be decent at Street Fighter V right now. I literally have played 3 days in the past, like, 6 to 7 months.
There you go.
And, you know, it's ridiculous.
Hey, that's more than some commentators have. Bam! Truth.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, when you're getting 46 wins in a row at the start, like, it's like the guy who just bought the game is in like 600,000th place also. You know, you're just beating up a bunch of jobbers with silver. It's just not even worth my time, honestly.
They need to fix the whole online system. You need, when you play a new character...
Just zoom through it.
When you play a new character, you need to have a separate point thing.
Well, I like, right? if I'm getting 40 wins in a row,
and then also that
please.
Too. Right, also that at the same time. If you do win that many times, you should gain that many more points faster as you keep winning. Like, the longer your streak goes, the more you should get. But, you know, maybe people are worried about, like, you know, playing against, like, trying to connect to only friends or something like that. But whatever. It's silly, because then that ruins the experience for the other bad players. Because then anyone who comes in new is just going to blow you up, and you'd be like, how did I get destroyed by this other bronze player so badly?
Right,
and the other bronze player is Ultra David, you know?
Right.
Like, it's just like...
happened
right,
to a lot
so
of people.
it sucks, dude. It sucks.
Now, what I really liked KI's system, where you, like, test into it. That was awesome.
They did have a proficiency placement test.
Yes, there was a placement test, and the maximum you could get was just below the, like, very top.
Yeah,
I think pillar was the top, if I recall correctly. And you can get tested into, like, master or whatever is just below, and then you got to earn yourself into the final one. But it was a really good system.
Yeah, that is smart. That's absolutely what they need to do. So.
I was just trying to rag on him, and it doesn't matter that much to me.
What's that?
What? I'm just being a jerk about playing silver players, and it doesn't matter. Just was trying to be a jerk, but anyway.
Okay. My number 2 resolution is probably the most generic resolution ever in the history of the world.
Eat better, exercise.
Health.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, man.
I told you.
You eat better, exercise. I'm getting them. I'm getting the James calls tonight.
Yeah, I'm basically, I just need to do a lot better with that. I've actually lost a lot of weight in the last year.
Indeed.
I've even looked at pictures of me from, like, 2016, like, from one Brooklyn beatdown to the next, and I'm like, ooh, I can actually tell the difference. But I just need to do more. I need to do more, especially as a personality that's going to be on camera and stuff like that, you know. And if I want to do more camera work and stuff like that, I've got to try to do my job, basically, and try to be healthier. It's going to be tough, because obviously I'm a soda fiend and I love myself some food. I just love food, but, you know, I definitely want to see if I can exercise at least a little bit more, try to maybe get myself into a gym and actually fix my sleep schedule and all these things like that. I've got a lot of terrible problems that I need to take care of.
Well, it's not. You can't. I don't know about that phrasing.
Okay,
it's not.
Okay,
you're not in such a bad spot.
Yeah, for sure. But dude, like, Co-op Cup ruined me.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that was good.
I usually go to sleep at, like, maybe 5 o'clock, but, like, after Co-op Cup, I've been falling asleep at, like, 7 a.m. and stuff like that. It's been terrible. So
gnarly.
Yeah.
I believe you can do it.
My favorite soda is Pepsi, so that's the one that I basically feast on all day. That is my number 1 soda. And it's so what I'm forcing myself doing right now, they sell, like, those little small cans in the store.
Yeah.
So I'm buying nothing but small cans.
Okay.
So basically when I drink it, it's smaller, and they're also far more expensive too, in terms of amount that you're getting for it.
Sure.
And so if I drink it fast, I'm spending a lot of money, which is bad. So that's kind of a motivation for me to drink them less.
Okay.
So I'm just, like, doing all these weird things to try to get
buddy.
me to drink less soda. So we'll see what happens.
I hope it works out.
Yep. I mean, obviously just cutting soda out is impossible. So I just need to, I mean, I can't really do it cold turkey. I don't have that kind of willpower. I'm just not that person. I do not have that ability.
You don't need to be that person. There's
right.
other ways. It's fine.
So I'm just going to try to go less and less and see what I can do.
Yeah.
I've been trying all these crazy like sparkling water things, but they all just taste like that horrible diet soda, weird NutraSweet aftertasty thing, and I can't get used to it. But
well, best of luck.
Yep. See what I can do. So there you go.
Alrighty, my number 2, right?
Yes.
Sweet. My number 2 is to stream once a week. Now, I have no intention of making streaming a career.
Right.
I think that sounds terrible. I hope it works out for you.
Trust me, you say that, and I have no argument.
I think it sounds like the worst, dude.
Yeah.
It's not just that you're by yourself physically. You're talking with people, obviously, which is nice, but you are physically secluded. It's not just that. It's that it converts fun time into work time very directly.
Yeah.
Very directly. You can't just sit and enjoy a video game or whatever you're doing. You have to act. You are constantly entertaining. I enjoy doing that to some degree. I mean, obviously, I commentate. It's fun. I like doing that a lot. But I don't want to do it all the time, which is why I haven't done any of it. But that's probably too much. Right. None of it. So I should do some of it. And for, it's practice, right? Like it's practice for hosting and commentating.
Right.
That's all I want it to be. I want to hang out with people on the internet and sort of practice commentating. If I'm not, there's a lobby and I'm not playing at the time, I'm commentating. Like I think there's a lot of practice in it. So that's something that I want to do more often.
Okay.
But yeah, God, I think that sounds like just absolutely the worst job. Unless you're this unbanned League of Legends guy who got, oh boy. All right.
Do I want to know?
Well, it's not the world's craziest story.
Okay.
This buttface named Tyler One was a toxic player on the league. He got banned. Yada yada yada. He gets unbanned, and yesterday had a stream that had 300,000 people watching simultaneously.
Just because he was back, basically.
300,000 people. Yeah, and whatever, snowballing. There were literally 2 subs per second.
Are you serious?
Per second. For a while. So, all right, if you're making whatever, you're making $1 million doing it. All right, you're willing to put up with some downsides, understood. But that's for almost nobody. Almost nobody. Almost everybody I know who's trying to make streaming either a job or like significant income. It's not working.
Right.
Almost nobody. Some people, it's a supplement, right? But almost nobody does it as a career, and I think that
yeah,
I wouldn't want to do it. If you enjoy it, like I know Flo loves it, I know Eris loves it, other people love it too, and it's working out for them. I think that's super great. But man, I want to do it as practice and to hang out, so let's do that.
Okay, cool. Well, in the irony department, my number 1 resolution is to stream more.
Okay.
Is to stream more consistently. No, I mean honestly though, like. There's just been a lot of times I should be streaming and I'm not streaming because I'm lazy and I just don't want to, and things like that. And again, for me, it's different because it is a supplement.
Right.
It's a supplement to the commentary, right?
Sure.
But it is something that I do want to do more of. And honestly, when I'm streaming the random games, it's kind of when I have the most fun. Like when I'm doing Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, because I actually am enjoying the games when I play them, interacting with the chat and, we're just having a good time or whatever like that. So it's fun for me to do those. The fighting game ones are the hardest ones for me because I play bad when I'm streaming because I've always been a bad fighting game player on stream. Even back in Wednesday Night Fights, I would win these clutch matches in round 1, round 2, round 3, go on stream, and then I would just get blown up. I was basically Flo, I'm basically my own Floke, basically, I can't play on stream very well.
Yeah, I heard you lost to Dan sometimes.
Yeah, well, that was also, he was being used by a troll, so. But, 645, I do intend to do a lot more Tetris. I do have a Tetris Grandmaster board. I'm working on trying to procure a super gun. But holy crap, that's a complicated process. Like now that I'm in it, is way more complex than I ever thought it was going to be. Like I thought you just get a super gun and you just do this and whatever, and it's all good. But like, there's one group that does make a super gun that's kind of plug and play-ish a little bit, but it's a lot of money. And then some people there was talks about some bad power problems with it and things like that. So, dude, it's rough. But I definitely want to get some Grandmaster. Tetris the Grandmaster. I want to see if I can get myself to Grandmaster level in that game. So, but you know, when I'm playing Mario and I was playing Zelda, dude, Mario. Oh god. So I beat Mario Odyssey last night. Yeah. And so for anybody who's played the game knows exactly what I mean when I say that. But God, that game is so good.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh my god, this game is so good. Like just the stuff that happened yesterday was like.
I haven't beaten it yet, but I've already enjoyed like the first few levels.
Yeah, it's one of the things they made you do, like in like one of the last parts of the game was just like I was just like, this is the sickest thing ever. I was so happy.
Cool, man.
Oh man. Does anyone have a super gun they want to sell? Like I see Nick Cage like, buy my super gun. Maybe I will. I mean, if people...
hey, later, Tubo.
Dude, if anybody has a super gun that don't use and that's like all set up and is considering selling it or something like that, just message me on Twitter, DM me, right? Just let me know. I'm totally down to like listen to to some offers and stuff like that. So
you know, speaking of streaming, Tubo, good buddy of mine, he has tried to do that, and I'll tell you, I was really into Undertale, right?
Oh, yeah.
Really liked that game. And then Tubo was going to play it on stream, and I was like, you shouldn't do that. It's just enjoy it yourself. If you have to perform while you're playing it, it's not going to matter. And that is exactly what happened. He played it, but he had to be performing simultaneously, and you just it's like not getting through. I felt that has made me sad ever since. I don't think I've ever told him that.
Yeah, there's actually some games that I won't play on stream because I know that kind of situation, and I want to enjoy that game on my own. There are definitely games like that, but Mario, is that me that's doing that? I think it is. I'm shaking my leg and I'm hearing click, 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 click. So, but Mario and Zelda's open world enough that like, it's super entertaining to talk with people because you're literally just running around climbing walls all day, you know. But like, there are certain games that I probably won't play on stream because I just want to be able to enjoy it myself.
Sounds right to me.
Like that. But also, I have a lot of plans of doing a lot more fighting game stuff. I want to do a lot more educational stuff, a lot more history stuff. 30th anniversary is coming out, that collection, and I'm super excited about that because I just like one thing that I want to do. So you might want to follow on, you know, twitch.tv/jchensor. I'm going to go through every single one of those games on that before it comes out. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start, and I even did this. I was playing Street Fighter on MAME, Street Fighter 2 on MAME, and I was doing handcuffs, and I was doing guile resets and magic throws and stuff like that to see if I could still do them. Because I want to do those things on stream. And, and I honestly want to just talk about what the mood of the games were. You know, like tell that story about Champion Edition, about the bowling alley, and how crazy it was, and then how eventually stupid the game turned out because Bison was the best character by far, and then Hyper Fighting, and then the reaction to Super, and then Super stopped playing. Like, I want to talk about like what the scene was like around each of those games and how the reception was and everything. You know, I just think it would be really cool to do a lot of things like that. So
makes sense.
I'm really excited to do a lot of those things this year. So I'm going to try to stream more. So if you ever see me, if I ever go like long term without streaming and I'm not traveling somewhere, definitely call me out on social media for that. But I will be doing a lot of stuff in January, surprisingly. So, you know.
Oh yeah, are you going to be doing it?
Yeah, there's a lot of things actually that's going on in January. So definitely.
You mean this month?
This month, yeah. So
right, cool.
I might not be streaming all the time because I'm going to be busy.
We will be at Go for Broke Winter Championships this coming weekend, which will be in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Check that out.
Yes,
we'll definitely be there for that. Apparently, it's half video game tournament and half rap concert.
Yep,
that's cool. Anyway, my number one.
Yes.
I've been working on this thing since August, and I finally built it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the thing... No, it's my little...
Nice. You call it the split box?
Split box.
Nice. I like it.
Got it. I realized the camera cannot see this, unfortunately.
Here, I'll hold it up while you talk.
Oh, that's cool. Got it.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. It stays up. So it's a hitbox, right, that I printed with wood, like laser cut wood printing on the internet. And it came as like a set of puzzle pieces that you pop out. They've already been sort of laser cut through. And I just glued them all together. And I ripped out the inside of an old TE stick. That's the guts here. But the cool thing is that it separates thusly.
With magnets.
Woo,
yes.
It's got magnets to keep it together. So it's a hitbox, but you can play as separate as you want, right? Well, about a foot and a half, I guess. And that's the hanging buttons is because this is a prototype and did not turn out as I wanted it to. So some of the stuff doesn't quite fit as it probably should. But the next version will. It's important to me because I'm trying to work on ergonomics. I have a bunch of neck and back and forearm and wrist issues. Probably more in the future. It's probably not an exhaustive list. So I got to take steps to sort of head it off the pass.
But even the tops are attached by magnets, right?
Yeah, the tops are also.
Like you can just.
No, I should do it like this.
Okay.
It's magnetized.
Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah. So the idea is that once it's fully operational, that you can, if I want to, I can just play with stick because I'll just magnet.
Switch this.
The other one has a stick, and I can sort of switch it in and out really, really easily. It's been awesome so far.
Okay.
I love lying down on my back, playing sort of just like in this position, right? With like
whoa.
So I'm lying down on the ground, right? And my head is up here, my back is all fully down.
Do you have,
and
like,
my hands are just like on the floor.
Do you
with
have
a pillow. I
something
got a pillow here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Got a pillow here. And I got my hands on the floor though, with these little guys on either side of my body.
And you can play that way.
And I'm playing that way.
Dude, it's like the Nintendo Switch stuff.
Yeah, it's very much like the Switch. It feels so comfortable.
Dude, I was even here. Let me see these things really quick. I was even saying that like you might want to figure out a way to build an in between these things. That maybe you might even want to try to see if you can set it up like this.
Right.
So
I think
that
that's cool.
you can play like the standing keyboards. Or the standing mouse, so you can play like this.
Right, I got a standing mouse, like a vertical mouse.
Right, yeah, so if you can set it up so it's something like this so that I can play like this, I think that would be kind of neat too.
I think that is super cool.
You can actually build like an in-between piece up here that works with the existing magnets or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool too.
Yeah. No, it's been great, and it's really easy to carry around. You just,
Dude, some people
got these little interlocking parts here, and you just magnet them together. It's really easy. It's magneted.
GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if people
Kickstarter.
That's cool. Like I said, I'm just literally getting the wood from the internet, and it costs like $50 to print the wood and have it sent to me.
Dang.
And it's not that expensive considering the stick is $200.
There you go.
I can't patent it. It's already been done.
Has it?
Yeah, I mean, all the individual parts have already been done. And on top of that, I'm showing it in public. So, well.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, if anybody wants the files, I got the SVG files, I got the SketchUp files. If anybody wants to check it out on their own, make improvements or changes, whatever you want, happy to give it out. Anyway, I bring this up it's just part of me trying to figure out how to deal with my body better.
Right.
And the fact that I have been falling apart for 15 years. For quite a while, I just sort of, at first, when things started to happen, I like freaked out and tried everything I could think of. Some of it worked, much of it did not, and I still had a lot of issues. And then for many years, I didn't do anything about it at all. I just figured like that's how it's going to be. There's nothing to be done about it. And now I'm trying to take some steps to actually deal with it again, and this is part of it.
That's good. Well, it's same thing. Health.
Yeah, more or less, right? Yeah.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So
yeah.
Cool. No, that thing is. I like the idea of that. I wonder. I would like to test one out with a joystick to see if you could play while lying down and stuff like that. Joystick might be a little bit tougher.
I think it might be tougher. Yeah.
But like, if there was a way to do it so that there was something that like a cup shape that your hand would fit in, that the joystick is kind of inside, so that you rest your hand inside, like at an angle a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
there's like a well, right? That you put, that
you put it in there so that it's not flat, but it leans like the joystick would not be pointing up. It would be pointing slightly diagonally back so that you could play kind of like that or something.
Or maybe you could move the orientation
of
it.
Yeah. A lot of cool ideas there.
That is pretty cool.
They would all be banned at Smashed events, though.
Oh! Anyways. So I'm working on doing 720s, but you're right. Right now it's tough. On hitbox.
Dude, so I was recently on Cross Counter with Gutex and Sherry Genix, right? So I did a Cross Counter episode with them, and you know he's been playing on hitbox. So I was messing with his hitbox over there, and I was like, this is weird. Oh, okay, I get 360s now, and I can do 360s no problem. Let me try a 720, dude.
It's hard.
I could not do a 720 to save my life. So
it's definitely doable, and I'm getting there, but it's not super easy. What happened to me? I have an impinged nerve in my neck that causes pain and loss of control in my hands and shoulders and arms. I have tearing rotator cuffs in both shoulders. I currently have tennis elbow, and I'm developing golf elbow.
What the hell? Where did that? That's new. Where did that come from?
Probably from too much of this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And a lot of other similar stuff. The reason I had these guys earlier, my hands feel fine now, but I have Raynaud's disease, which is where you have less blood flow to your hands sometimes, and it gets really cold.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I got to deal with, so I have to figure out ways to deal with it.
Back has been killing me recently, but a lot of that comes from I sleep with a CPAP mask, and I know that causes a lot of problems. But then also when I'm working on the computer, so I redid all my jchensor stream graphics and stuff like that. So one day I was just on my laptop on my sofa with something, and I was sitting there doing all the work, but I was sitting at a bad angle. Sometimes when I'm sitting here doing work like this, because the monitor's off to the side, I do this.
Yeah, bad angle.
This kills my neck. I have to remember to literally slide this over, rotate my chair, and make sure that I do this. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I just forget, and I'll spend 3 hours doing Photoshop or editing videos this way.
Yeah.
And basically I'm dead afterwards.
Gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Gotta stretch. Even if you don't have chronic issues, stretching and having good posture are really important.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, it's not going to be fatal stuff, but it's. I'm sure there's a genetic component to it. My mom has similar issues. My uncle has some issues as well. And I used to play a ton of sports. I was very active.
Hockey, too.
I played hockey and football, most particularly.
Oh, jeez, those are the two most brutal sports.
Yeah, I broke a couple of bones.
You might as well have been a boxer on top of that, dude. Hey. So, I think those are, the three most brutal sports, right?
Makes sense to me. Yeah. I don't know. I imagine rugby's up there, but...
fair enough.
Yeah, I blew up my ankle into 5 pieces. That was 23 years ago.
Wow.
And it's still numb. There's definitely, it's both my activity and a predisposed. So.
Okay.
Whew. I did yoga. In fact, so I also have super limber joints, more limber than they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while I was doing a lot of yoga to deal with various issues. And then I was advised by my doctor to not do yoga for a while because I was getting too limber and didn't have enough muscle to keep my joints in place. He was worried that my joints would slip out.
What? This is a thing?
That is a thing. So I was ordered to stop doing yoga, at least for a while. So.
Holy crap.
Man. All right. Anyway, so that's part of this guy is figuring stuff out, how to do things better.
I'm just trying to learn to sleep on the right side, on the left side of my face. That's all I'm trying to do. Because I always sleep on this side, and I have this weird problem that I scrunch my shoulders when I sleep. I scrunch the up shoulder when I sleep. And since I have a mask on, I have to sleep at the edge of my pillow, because if I sleep here, then it's just it pushes the mask off. So I sleep at the edge of the pillow like this, and then I scrunch this shoulder up. So it's funny, because I can do this, no problem, but this way hurts and doesn't feel
that's
right.
Pretty. It's pretty normal, but it's something to fix.
So
for sure.
I need to sleep on this side of my face so I can. Well, actually, no. Yeah. Anyways, my neck is all messed up.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, this way hurts. Yeah.
Not Dawson limber. Yeah. But Anyway, anything else to? Oh, there was a lot of stuff that happened. Of course.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
I don't think that we can do most of that.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we could just mention that stuff happened,
Sure.
right? Patch notes came out.
Street Fighter 5 Season 3 patch notes.
Yeah, I'm basically going to spend hours tomorrow just going through the whole list. I'm just
It will not take you hours.
Really? It's not
sure.
that long?
No, it's long.
It's just there's no details to anything, right?
Yeah,
so.
button has been changed. The hitbox has changed.
Right.
Change the outcome or
Right,
whatever. Change
yeah.
the positioning.
Right. So I'll talk about my theories and talk about how I think that's going to affect things and such. So I'll do a whole stream. I did that for Season 2 when that first came out. I did the entire patch notes for that. So I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. So again, tune in, follow twitch.tv/jchensor.
It'll be a cool 32-minute show.
For the Chen Dynasty stream. So did you see my new logo? I'm super proud of my Chen Dynasty logo.
No, I haven't.
But yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Enchantress came out for Injustice. She seems pretty tricky and weird. Pretty cool.
Still not a fan of the animations, though.
Well, you know,
it's like
stuck with it.
frustrating.
But she does have a lot of interesting ideas. She has an anti-projectile wall. It's basically Aegis, I guess, but you can walk through it. It only reflects projectiles. So she can't be zoned. But she's not like an active zoner either.
Right,
She's a really weird character. She has curses that she puts on you that are unblockable, that do a little bit of damage from anywhere on screen that it's in front of her. And one of them makes it so you take damage when you jump or duck. One of them shuts off all of your special moves and trait. I don't remember what the others do, but other weird stuff.
It sounds...
Oh, well, one of them so that you take damage whenever you spend meter.
Oh, whoa.
The opponent takes damage when they spend meter.
Right.
And then she has a special move of her own. There's a fourth one, I forget what it is. But she has another special move that makes it so that she takes, when she gets hit, she loses super meter, not health.
Whoa! What if she runs out of super meter?
Then she takes damage.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
She's really weird.
So they came up with a lot of cool ideas.
They really did.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Really,
that's
really
sick,
funky ideas.
Actually, that's sick.
She also, her trait is that she sends out a Frank zombie, and the zombie does an overhead. And of course, it's really slow moving, and it does this overhead. And she has a back one low, and a mix up.
Hard to block bulls.
Yeah, clearly. And there's also a version of it where it just stands there and it's a wall, and the opponent has to like jump over it, and it just blocks everything.
You can't hit it. You can't.
No, it doesn't exist. It's just a wall. A lot of funky ideas with her.
Okay.
Anyway. Co-op Cup.
That actually sounds really cool. Yeah.
She's very interesting. Cooperation Cup happened, Third Strike. It was a blast. Yeah. Awesome weekend to watch.
It was cool too because I spent a lot of time because I give that game a lot of grief, and I really thought about it a lot too. And a lot of the reasons why I give the game grief is because I just like trolling people because the way that Third Strike fans talk about Third Strike I think is just too exaggerated, right? I blame Kai. Happy Tang. He was the first one that really kind of got me into that mode. I really do enjoy the game a lot. And like, it's shocking how much I actually know about it. Yeah. I still remember the time that, I was like, I wanted to, because people were talking about charge partitioning, and I was like, it's not I'm going to show you what charge partitioning is, right? And Sanchez came on the stream, was like, I don't think you can do charge partitioning. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I just did it like everything, like no problem.
Makes sense.
Like, I know a lot about the game, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I enjoy it. It was one of the games, like back in the day when I used to do nothing but watch fighting game videos, that game and Guilty Gear were the two ones that I watched the most.
Makes
and
sense.
I enjoyed the most watching. So I actually do like Third Strike a lot, but I'm not a fan of the parry mechanic. I'm still not a fan, but I still understand why it's amazing and why it's great. But the game was super cool. The game is super cool, and that event was really
cool
awesome.
Tournament. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also, blast from the past to see Hold That Alex show up. He used to come down to our Virginia tournaments when I lived in D.C. That was cool. Fran also would go. He now lives in North Carolina, but he was there. John, a.k.a. Farai, from the same city that I grew up in.
Yep.
Here in SoCal. Same little town. He and I used to carpool to Denjin and Family Fun. He was also there doing some commentary. That was really cool.
Interesting segue here that I can use for that. Farai was also a major moderator on SRK forums.
Oh, that's true.
For the longest part of time. Right. And they just announced that the Shoryuken.com forums are going away.
Wild.
No, crazy. A lot of people are interpreting that as Shoryuken.com is going away. No. It's just the forums are going away. Everything else is remaining. But they're actually going to shut down. The canons are looking into a form of archiving it. They have said that. So so that it will not go away, because there's a lot of great things. But I can't even explain to you how, one, I understand. I totally get it.
It's just not used as much.
It's just not used as much. But I don't think people in the modern times understand the impact that the Shoryuken forums had on the fighting game community. It was
huge.
Pretty much one of the most important things.
Huge.
I haven't heard anything about the wiki. I don't know if the wiki is staying or not,
I don't know.
but the wiki, again, is also just an underutilized utility. I have spent a lot of times trying to maintain Street Fighter 4. I tried to start up Street Fighter 5. Me and Keats worked on the Marvel guide and everything like that, and it just... like, it's so hard to maintain if you just don't find the right people who are willing to put in the time for that kind of thing. So I hopefully that sticks around, because there's a wealth of like Third Strike and Super Turbo.
You did a bunch of SF4 stuff, right?
I did a ton
Eternal
of
was helping you out.
I basically wrote an entire FAQ for Street Fighter 4.
Right.
That's out there on the wiki as well. So I was trying to do that for 5 and just never ended up doing it. So
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was huge. It was everything, you know. It was where we chatted about everything.
Yeah, and
local stuff, finding new scenes if you moved somewhere, went somewhere, learning about a game, hearing about the
forums.
Tech Talk actually still is really good.
Yeah,
that's one thing that I think even to this day is still very helpful. It was all the things, and extremely important for me, because you know you had been writing facts since before that, but all of, you know, when we were asked to commentate, it was in large part because we were considered to know a lot, and in large part, at least for me, that was because of things that I posted on SRK.
Right.
It's almost all on SRK for me.
Dude, I still remember when Street Fighter 4 first came out, the Cami forums. Man, I spent my life in the Cami forums.
I was doing that too.
Talking to all the people there. I remember when Sanford got top 8 at EVO with Cami, and all of us were like, oh my god, we understand this character now, because previous to that, we're like, this character sucks, she needs an overhead, blah, 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 blah. And Sanford got top 8, and we're like, oh my god, this character's ridiculous, you know, and like everything changed, and
super weird. When I studied abroad a couple of times, I just posted on SRK, hey, I'm gonna be here, you guys want to hang? Yup. And I met Parisians and Londoners, and you know, it was that was so cool, so cool.
Yeah, and yeah, it's true. There was a lot of jerks on the SRK forums, but welcome to the internet. I mean, it's the same case right now. The jerks have not gone away, right? They're all still there.
I gotta tell you, I think Discord is great for live chatting and pretty good for archiving some things, but it's not as good as a forum. You know, the way that it works, things scrolling up as they do, I just don't think it's nearly as effective.
Because it's more like an IRC chat than like SRK posts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, at least in what you're posting live. You can sticky stuff in a way that's like kind of like posting, but I just don't think it's nearly as good. And on top of that, it's hidden, you know? It's not like just go to Shoryuken forums. Here's everything. Right. All of our info is like on this URL right here.
Invite to the Discord and all that stuff.
You gotta have an invite, you gotta know who to ask. It's like, you know.
It's like I have a Chen Dynasty Discord that nobody knows about, right? That everybody should go and join. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a big fragmentation. And Facebook is the same, and Twitter is everybody, but it's everybody just pissing into the wind, right? It's all just lost immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, my bad, Dan.
It's okay. Dan understands how you feel.
You know, all of our tech videos are just like tweets.
Yeah, and then they're
just
gone.
Never see them again.
Yeah, exactly.
And this, like for example, a minor one is when I put up a tech video about how to deal with Firestorm in Injustice. You can block his puddle and then just always block option select dash against the meter burn. I was watching War of the Gods, and this Firestorm player was doing really good work. And he was playing against somebody really good, Foxy Grandpa, I think. Foxy was getting hit by that all the time. Is there going to be a meter burn after or not? Like, that tech that I posted up is just totally lost.
Right.
It's not like the most important little piece, but it's just emblematic of how there used to be a spot. And you'd go and you'd see, okay, here's all the info we know, and that doesn't really exist anymore. So.
Yeah, makes me sad.
Bummer. But very, very hard to imagine that we'd go back to that.
Right. I mean, it's funny, too, because I had talked about trying to have I came up with a really genius idea on how to maybe make SRK forums work again, but I'm going to keep that to myself.
Okie doke. Do that.
Because maybe that might be something I'll think about doing myself in the future. Yeah.
Reddit is, again, it's okay. but threads get lost, and you know, if something gets downvoted, it gets hidden, and well, at least you can set it that way. So.
Right.
Anyway, so SRK is going to die. Anything else?
Well, SRK forums. Forums are going to die. Yeah.
Yes. Not the front page. DBFZ's got the beta this weekend.
That's right.
Oh man, we're not going to be here.
No, we're not. I've missed the beta every single time. AGDQ is going on right now.
Yes.
AGDQ is going on, and so if you guys, I've often talked to, I know about you and everybody about Sumi's singing prowess, and I don't know if you've caught the clip.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was really good.
Incentive to make her sing Snake Eater, and I've heard it in person, and I just was like, she was sick, and I was like, don't worry, you'll kill it anyway.
Yeah, she was good.
And she was amazing.
Yeah,
so
cool,
so you should definitely check that out.
Yeah.
She sang Snake Eater on the stream. It was People say it's like one of the main highlights of the stream, like of this week so far.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Oh, good job to her. She does a lot of work over there
Oh,
too.
Big Bird is on Red Bull now.
Yes, that's very cool.
Yes, awesome. Again, we have talked about so much about how Red Bull's doing a lot of cool things. So I think the Big Bird signing is great for Big Bird. What a talented player, young player, and also in a region kind of like Mena RD. Yeah, he's not in an area that's easy for him to be as competitive, and he still made it into Capcom Cup and all these things like that.
Super good.
So, so I'm excited for him as well.
Yeah, Du is a free agent.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, he posted up about that. He posted up that he can accept offers.
Right. Well, Friday I heard, Mr. Friday, I think you mean Odyssey, but yeah, I'll try to do that tomorrow. So, Mad Cats might be coming back, but they haven't announced any sticks.
Right.
They've only just announced like the mouse and everything like that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Overwatch League starts.
Oh, and they're officially now on Twitch.
Yeah.
So
$45 million a year they're on Twitch.
Is that how much it cost them?
It cost Twitch $45 million a year to get the rights. Yeah, Twitch paid Blizzard $45 million a year.
What was the Overwatch League's alternative? Like, what could they have threatened to Twitch?
Probably
with?
like MLG TV or whatever. They just like make their own thing. Right. They did. This is what I thought. What they had a preseason, and they did the preseason video streams on their own site.
Jeez.
And at the time, I thought like it's probably just like a play to show Twitch, like, hey, we don't need to use you.
Right.
So,
dang,
mission accomplished.
That's
I guess
crazy,
that's a lot of money.
Oh, okay. He's talking about Super Mario Sunshine Run on AGDQ tomorrow. I might actually have to check that out.
Oh, I definitely will watch that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of esports. Yeah. All right. Well. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Next week again. We started at 7:30 today. We're going to try to do that consistently now.
Boy, we still rambled for 3 hours.
Well, it was a particular special episode. We're not going to do that, so it's fine. It's fine. But we're going to try to start at 7:30 from now on. Again, we've changed the microphones here, so let us know feedback. Obviously, it sounds great. I get loud this way. I get quiet this way. Like there's going to be a lot of little technical things about that, but just let us know if it sounds better to you guys than what it was before.
Yeah.
I still have the area mic here just in case we have guests, because I only have 2 lapel mics. So that way, if we do have guests, we'll go revert back to the old one and stuff like that. But I also got these cool new posters back here. So
these are super cool.
These are the Darkstalkers versus Street Fighter posters by Udon, like the alternate covers. And so I have them here. The only sad part is that right behind my head, right here, Cammy is blocked by Felicia.
But yep. She sure is.
Lying over there. But those posters are super cool. So,
very cool.
It took me a while to put them up and everything like that because I had to buy the frames for them and I had to put the wire hanger things on them. And, dude, it took a lot of work to try to make sure that they were as level as possible and stuff. But I think I did a decent job.
It looks great,
I think
man.
It looks cool, so I'm super happy about it. So,
alrighty. Yeah, KIT happened. It was pretty cool. It's always a good event. I think it's becoming an important event.
They announced Kumite in Texas.
Yep, Kumite in Texas.
That's going to be in July.
That's
so
right.
It's going to be before EVO then.
Mena RD won Street Fighter, and Sonic Fox won Injustice, and Sonic Fox won Marvel? Who won Marvel? Right? I watched the whole thing. Now I don't remember.
Sonic Fox won Marvel? I think so. Yeah. I think he did. Yeah. Also, Kumite in
Punisher
Texas
won Marvel.
Punisher! No, that's right.
With Sonic Fox in second place. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's why I wanted to watch that, because he uses Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see what he was doing with Hawkeye.
Yeah, he plays a good Hawkeye.
Right. Yeah, the reason why I'm looking at David when I address the audience also is because I know I'm louder when I'm looking towards David because the
Smart man.
mic is over here too. But yeah, actually that's one of the things I'm going to do. So, you watch a lot of fighting game footage, archives and stuff like that.
Yes.
I don't do that enough. I don't watch enough of that, and I'm actually going to start streaming myself doing that.
Cool, man.
So that's going to be another series of things. So I'm actually going to watch, because Hawkeye won MVCI, King won Tekken, Lil Majin won Tekken. Yeah. And so I'm going to watch both of those on stream, and I'm going to analyze them. Not like, oh, this is what they're doing, but more like, what happened here? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Like, actually, just watching it, be willing to rewind and do all the cool things like that. So, sorry if I keep plugging my stream here, but twitch.tv/jchensor.
Do your thing.
Follow it. So.
Alrighty. Well, you want to skedaddle?
Yep, I think we're good.
We'll talk a lot more about stuff next week. For example, the patch. Well, the actual AE comes out on the 16th, which is
next week.
Next Tuesday, I guess. So I guess we'll have something to chat about.
Yeah.
Assuming it's out.
All right,
everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Congrats again to Fantasy Strike for winning the Razzie.
Oh, man, okay. All right, peace out, guys.
I don't bear any ill will. I just was disappointed.
I mean, you wanted to like it.
Of course, that's why I tried it. I had to buy it to do so, and
okay.
I thought it would be cool. But all right, anyway.
Anyways, thanks guys for tuning in. Peace out. Have a good night. Guys, we forgot the bird.
In 2018, the bird has yet to waken.
We forgot the bird. We forgot the bird. Hang on a second, guys. We will bird you guys in a second. We haven't done this a while, okay? So give us a break here. Okay, here we go. Which one was it? It's this one.
Oh yeah, this is super important.
Happy New Year, everybody.